ubambele ubuchairperson yoka nena nkazichazi ndinqamile ndingumncedisi wakwamgqwetha ndisuka pha kwa-ward 15 elali lebomvu.
I am Mncedisi Mkhwetha from Ward 15, Red Location.
Ndifuna ukuthi kule committee enkosi kakhulu ngale bill neze nayo.
I firstly want to say to the committee, thank you very much for the bill that you brought to us.
Qala bendingenamdla kodwa umnumzana uthe wochaza wathi wandichana baba ndiphakame nzomapha.
Firstly, I must state that at the beginning I was not interested, but after you explained it to us and it became clear to me, that gave me interest to come up with my input.
Why ndizomapha kuba ndibona into yoba le committee ifuna a new South Africa.
The reason why I'm here, I see that this committee wants to build a new South Africa.
Umbuzo uthi uthatha njani lo muntu ba kubuildwe iSouth Africa entsha kukuba le ibill siyaqala ukuyifumana and ngoba siqala uyifumana nje kum iluncedo olukhulu.
Maybe you have a question, what do I mean by New South Africa? The reason for that is because this kind of a bill, to me, is something very new, and it raises some hopes to us.
Umninzi umuntu ongaphangeliyo na xa ndijonga ke mna ke le bill ise yavuleka kum ndabona into yoba kuzawutsho kuyeka uba ngongqikane babantu elokishini.
There's a lot of unemployment that is taking place, but on listening this bill is giving hope that it will fight the big number of unemployment that takes place in the locations where we are staying.
Nalendo le poison esikuyo yaqala ngo-2008 ye-low shedding kuzotsho ngoku nayo kandiyijonga le bill izawusebenza kakhulu pha.
And even the poison that we are experiencing now, that started from 2008 of the load shedding, as I look on this bill, it seems to me it will also minimize this kind of load shedding that we're experiencing right now.
Ivinto embi ke mna ke into yoba ngokwe-age yam ingathi ndim ndedwa omdala apha endlini bendizawungena kule bill bendizawuaplaya bendizawufumana ilayisensi intena qha sendikufutshane ugoduka.
It's a pity that looking around, I see I'm the most elderly person in this room, and I can assure you that should the time be in my favor, I would have applied and get a license and take part in this kind of industry.
Mna ke ndihlala phantsi ngokuthi le bill mayiqhubekeke andithi mayiqhubekeke ngoba indinika ngaphaya Nkosi.
As I sit down, I say this bill must be processed because it gives me a big hope. Thank you.
Okay, this Bulsele nam, igama ngumlungisi Grootboom.
Greetings to everybody. My name is Mlungisi Gqeberha.
And the representer Solar and Energy. Solar and Energy.
I'm representing solar and energy.
Yeah. But basically mine is a number of things. The first one is that if we look at upstream, if we talk about upstream, we virtually, that area includes exploration, includes production, possibly storage, distribution, and supply. Now, currently all of these things happen. We have companies that are involved in exploration. We have companies that are actually involved in production of petroleum products. So if I look at, I must be honest, I didn't go through the bill, but I went through the objectives, and I also took notes of what you said, Mr. Chair, the Department of Minerals and Energy is suggesting should happen. So the first question which I will answer is, the landscape has all these activities. Is the bill seeking to regulate all these activities under one umbrella? That's the first question, and I think it is. The other, if that is, to me, if that is the case, my colleague from Solar and Energy spoke about turnaround time, and I've also been involved in another capacity where I actually was quite frustrated with getting a license, and this was a retail license via the department, this DMRE, which actually the experience was such that what is written on paper in terms of turnaround time is probably a dream, because my experience was far longer than that. So having said that, I would support the regulation of these activities through this bill. However, my suggestion is that we need to decentralize, particularly when it comes to certification, in other words, licenses. Let me give you my experience with this other license I had applied for. I eventually did get it. So you apply, because you're based in the Eastern Cape, you apply for your retail license in East London. So you get a reference in East London, and the person who's handling, and you get the person who's handling actually your application. But you deal with that person, so they go through their screening processes. You deal with them, and then they have to send the application to Pretoria. Now, when it gets to Pretoria, it will land with anyone. So I am unable to follow up on the progress on the application directly with Pretoria, because I have to go through the person who's actually handling my application, who's based in East London. The person in East London is unable to get hold of the person in Pretoria, and time is ticking. So you then have, you actually are driven to a point of frustration, because you have absolutely no feedback. The feedback you get from East London is that I can't get hold of the person who's handling the issue in Pretoria. So my view is, if these activities or these processes were decentralized, then it will cut out a lot of this red tape time that actually continues to frustrate somebody. If you look at what is in black and white on specifically the retail license, you are virtually given up to 6 months. I got my retail license 24 months later. So what I'm trying to say here is that, much as I may support the bill, and there will be different licensing requirements, if you want to explore, there's a certain license that you have to apply for. If you want to go into production, there's another license that you need to apply for. We need to find a way of maybe decentralizing it without losing the authority at a national level, so that we can cut out on the red tape time. That's all.
Molo, ndiyazibulisela nokuthandeka Adams, ndihlala 18 Gwashu. Into endifuna uyiqonda ke le. Oh, sorry. 18 Gwashu.
18 Gwashu.
Wo 44. Adams.
I am Thandeka Adams. I'm staying at Ward 44, at number 18 Gwashu Street.
ndifuna uqonda le nto ezinto zifakwa ezisola because ndive kuthiwa izisola zizawutsalwa kwimali endodla. So ndifuna iqonda ithini le nto.
I want to know about these solars that it's being said or it's rumored that they are going to deduct from the pension or the government grant that we are receiving. So for the solars that they installed to our houses, they are going to deduct the money for them from our grants. Is that true?
Andiva kuthi.
Ndithi ndiyaxolisa nyani kodwa usemhlanganweni orongo. Asithethi sithetha ngepetroleum ngebill ngomthetho oqulunqwayo. Kodwa sakunceda xa ugqibileyo ukuthi dibana nabani ozokwazi udlulisa esi sikhalo sakho. Sakunceda.
Nkosi bhuti.
Sizawuthatha abale uBram Lu uyahamba apha. Uzambambela uzamthathela nathi nansi into uthetha inyani. Let's face it, uthetha inyani. Kodwa ngiqondi boyasikhupha kakuhle ngoba lengozi ayichoyo ingenzeka futhi iphindeke. Bayayazi phe emnyangweni hlaleni babuze masithathe mining application for exploration right or permit. Ithi turnaround time is 14 days. Kodwa uyakwazi uyapha ufika emnyangweni kuhleli kuze kube more than 1,000 applications not processed. Ingxaki obesithi mina noba ingaba ngu2 days noba ingangubani ubani isincedisi ndiyayiva ne decentralization. You know what is the problem? In that law there is no consequences for failure to comply. I would love umuntu ozoza athi xa sinikeza turnaround time evumelana 14 days. Decentralization, yes, we may consider it. But say, failure to comply, what could be the consequences? Because nami ndiyayazi ngihleli apha nje kungena zibe 120 ndandifake ngexesha elithile ndandifake ngexesha but xa ujonga umthetho awunayo into echoyo uba umithanga 14 days kuza kwenzeka ntoni. So ndizama ukuncedisa uba nikhululeke nje ni express what has to happen based on your experience. The only point is decentralization le ayichoyo, but it doesn't mean if it decentralized it ayizukwenzeka again. Let's take another round of hands. Yes, Sisi Lona, number 1, Sisi Loa, number 2, Utata apa number 3, uzawujonga nje isitulo esiku number 3. Is there another hand? Number 4, mama lo apa. Ubufuna ukuphinda siswami? Usisi lo ubufuna uphinda? Ubufuna uphinda? Oh. Okay.
Ndingazibulisela ngaphambi kwipanele kuyo ngaphambi kwam. Igama ndinguAthini. John.
I'm Auntie John. I greet everyone in the house.
Ndiphuma kumhlaba waseTinarha.
I'm from Newtonate.
Organization in Green Blood.
I'm from Greenland Organization.
Umna bendinombuzo.
I have a question.
Ingaba le bill izisiwayo ngaphambi kwethu izakwazi na ukukhusela ukutya esikusebenzisayo okuselwandle?
Will this bill protect the food that we use and the sea?
Ngoba siyazi ukuthi eJeffreys Bay kunolwandle okuthiwa iAston Bay lunuka kakhulu.
We know that in Jeffreys Bay, there's a beach that is called
Aston Bay.
Aston Bay. It is very smelly there.
Olenziwa yinkampani ekwapha eJeffreys Bay ekhuphela amanzi angcolileyo elwandle.
The company that's there in Jeffreys Bay that is working there is the cause of this water that is coming there that is very smelly.
Very recently, siye salahlekelwa zinhlanzi ezininzi elwandle
We lost so many fishes in the sea
ngenxa inkampani zaseJeffreys Bay ezingcolisa ulwandle Jeffreys Bay.
because of the many companies in Jeffreys Bay who pollute the sea.
So umbuzo wam umnye ingaba ukutya kwethu okuselwandle le bill izakwazi na ukubukhusela.
Will this bill protect the food that we have in the sea?
Nkosi.
Thank you.
Good day. I'm Leanne Casper from Ward 31 in Missionville. Okay, I've got two questions. I support this bill thoroughly, but I have got some questions which I'd like to raise. How is this amendment bill going to be for the people that is living, one, with ADHD? Because science and mathematics are the most crucial things that is being questioned or thingy, which the South African law procures for us, and we know that we have a barrier there. Two, those kids, those people can't read, they can't write. So where are those people supposed to go to? Three, can the youth be prioritized in such an instance? Because we as the youth are the main focus of the South African place, as according to our right, we are the people that is supposed to be protected. We are the people that is supposed to be moving things forward. We are the people that is supposed to get more and more enhancement of the nutrients that is being given to us. But our law doesn't give us a lot of things. And one of those things are, we suffer from unemployment, BBE, and inequality. The BBE inequality is also named as one. So can we have a look into that once, please? Thank you.
Mandizibulisele kumanqanaba onke
I greet you all, protocol observed,
ngakumbi kubantu basemhlabuhlangene abahluphekileyo.
especially from poor people from Emhlangeni.
Emhlabuhlangene.
Emhlabuhlangeni.
Yes. Ibhili ndiyayamkela.
I support this bill.
Ibhili kwakufuneka uba kwakudala yenzekile. Igama ndinguzolile Solwandle.
I am Zolile Solwandle.
Ibhili ndiyayamkela.
I welcome this bill
Ngethemba loba le bill izawuvula amathuba omsebenzi.
with the hope that this bill will open job opportunities.
Kodwa ndizamcela urhulumente kwinto yokokuba kubekho i-training ezawuthi yenziwe for abantwana bethu.
I will ask the government to train our children,
More special abantwana sebepasa grade 12.
especially those who have matriculated.
Kuba siyayazi phambi ko-94 besicinezelwe.
Before 1994, we were oppressed.
mayingalibaleki ke loo nto leyo kuba kaloku thina bantu abamnyama khange sinikwe la mathuba.
We must not forget that because us as black people, we're not given such opportunities.
Makungathathwa ke abantu ke bona ke sebewafumene la mathuba balityalwe aba bona bangakhange bawafumane la mathuba.
They must not take people who already had the opportunities and forget about those who didn't have the opportunities.
Siyamcela kurhulumente aba bantwana balapha kule holo mna njengoba ndingumuntu wecontrolesa nje abantwana bakule holo usininzi sabo abaphangeli.
I will ask the government as a member of the Contralesa, there are so many youth even in this house who are unemployed.
Urhulumente ke makayithathele ingqalelo loo nto.
Please consider about these children that are here.
And makabe ngathi uyakhawulezisa ukuzisa implementation kubantu bakokwethu.
Please, will you please speedily make the implementations concerning the law, the bill that you're making?
Nemba ke into yokuba xa sele ivulekile yonke le masingaquthu ilusuthu ukonyuka kwamaxabiso onke.
Concerning the petrol, we must Lesotho.
Masingagqithwa ilisuthu.
Yeah, with us it must not be us.
Ukwenzeka ke lento izawuzisa utshintsho ngoba ngoku xa uyokwenza igrocery ayisekho igrocery ye-1000 ngoku. Igrocery ye-1000.
When you go to make groceries, you will make groceries you can't even afford groceries for 2,000 rands.
Now, siyafuna ke urhulumente ayidinge le nto and abe ngathi inyawo zakho uyazikhawulezisa uyazisa ezi zinto kodwa ezizisa nje ezi zinto athi inyawo lonwabo ukukhawuleza abantu bakuthi bakwazi uzifumana bazifumane izinto bazifunayo.
We want the government to consider this, but we would really appreciate if the government would speedily implement whatever that the bill will come with. Because I always notice that whenever it comes to implementation, it is very slow.
Abantu bakuthi urhulumente ngoku abamthembanga kakuhle ngoba kaloku akazizisi msinyane i-service deliver kubo.
People have faith in the government because it doesn't come to the people.
Thanks.
I am Nomvula Jack. I'm from #Friendly Environment Unit. And I'm from Sanko as well.
I'm an expert of environment. And then, protector indalo.
Here, the bill says they will protect the environment. I am very happy because we live in this land. It's where our lives are. I would really like to ask the government to consider the issue that we have of air pollution and the environment getting really damaged.
Gas and mineral.
When it comes to the bill concerning
pollution.
I'm worrying that it won't expand the issue of air pollution and damaging of the environment.
I'm
happy of getting job opportunities, but at the same time, the environment.
Participation from disadvantaged people. So, ndiyacela ke nalapho ke ba ukusuka ngokubheka phansi amanyathelo azawalanda ukuthi kwaba bantu balapha izinto bana uthini na uhlelo sithini na.
I will ask the government to consider that what steps that they're going to take, they must involve us as on the ground.
Okugqibela ke nanjengoko ke kuzawubakho mhlambi iphulo lemisebenzi abantwana bethu ezizikile baqualifya urhulumente abazikile ezizaba appropriate for le project yakhe ukuze bafunde bahlala nabantwana ekuhlaleni bebaninzi sihleliso thina sibe si-breadwinners endoda abantwana bebini.
What really government to equip our children's skills that are appropriate with what they will entail, so that we are feeding them with pensions, so that they can have the skills that are appropriate to them.
Thank you who have just.
Enkosi kakhulu siyabulela kubantu abathe lelo.
Given the fact that we had a little number of people participating, I would ask if there's any other person who would want to, since we still have got a couple of minutes to spare.
Ngenxa nto basibena igalelo ndingathanda uphinda ndivule ithuba loba basekwanibikisa kuba sinemizuzwana esisenayo.
So they can just raise their hands, we can give them a and we'll say the same routine. The lady there, the lady, and then she can come through. The lady with the there. No, yeah. Other hands, and I think the PPC here would be rounding there's another gentleman there. Is he? Then we'll be done with this round, and I would want them to start getting through. You can take the lady, then should be. Now, please remember, when you speak and so on, some get agitated or you get some ideas. Try to stick as much as possible to the explanation that the chairperson has got the bill itself. We are sensitive to the fact that you might have other issues out where we have a table that must assist with matters not necessarily to the bill in question.
Ahlale emxholweni kanganinzi imiba edla abantu ekuhlaleni ukuba ngaba mhlawumbe nemiba eminye engenanto kwenza nale ibhala phansi ayisondeze phaa etafuleni udlulisele kwicandelo elifanele aye unenye ingxaki engenanto kwenza kunye nebill leni.
Because it is now longer, we would limit our time to not more than 2 minutes.
Sizawucela ke kwabantu balapha ezitulweni umuntu azame inxatheleke imizuzu engekho ngaphezulu
And the lady might say we are rounding off, but you can have a.
Ke wena ke sisixolelwa mhlawumbi gqabaza nje ufake ezindawo ufuna uzi.
Bona xolweni bahlali uyothatha ucacisa nje kula point bendikuyo. Maybe my wording of phrasing out my view, I am totally against states when it comes to this gas and petroleum, because my reasoning is, even before that, everything that is state-owned is riddled with. Should this also be either state-owned? I'm thinking have the same results. So I'm totally, if this bill passes and it should be under state-owned, should be a clause that it's not doing well. Maybe it's given a 3 years time, then we'll give it to private companies, because we've seen what happens with the state-owned. With the advancement of people, we see that we want black people to have these jobs. We say we want black people, underprivileged and poorly black people to advance. How then are we going to make it? My view is there should be that with BEE, people that have faces black, poor people for these companies that are going through. So should this be the advancement of poor black people? There should be that it is really the black people that benefits from this legislation or then everyone thinks that black people cannot stay same places.
All right. Mandibulise bethuna apha endlini. Thandiwe TA, Thandiwe Nondumo.
I'm Thandiwe Nondumo. I'm from Ward 27.
Organization ka ISEF. Zwide,
in Zwide.
yes. Mane ezimbini ezintathu bethunana.
I support the bill, but I would like to request for
Nemeko yethu bantu bami malunga ne-water ngaske kuyo i-water bill because le water crisis nayo apha eBhayi.
concerning the water bill because we have in Gqeberha.
And iphela antu ngamathemba iyababetha kakhulu sonke siyabetheka 58,000 zebill zamanzi so sifumana apha abantu
People are losing faith on our organization because some 25,000, 50,000 and people
nezikills bethunana ezisondele ukuthi bakwazi ukuqonda yonke into eqhubekayo.
come to us and bring whatever that we need to get the knowledge and understanding of what is happening in water in our area.
Ndiyazibulisela kwiParlamente
I'm greeting the parliament here in Gqeberha.
ward committees yaka ward 16.
I'm Toza Maqabane, Ward Committee member, 16.
Ndiyaga ibheli
I
karhulumente.
welcome the bill.
Izawuyicela ingathi sawuthetha into enye apha aba basemakhaya abaphangeli.
It looks like the issue is that our children are
Siyayibulela kakhulu ukwazi ukufumana indlela bane diploma zabo but bahleli emakhaya.
because they are qualified, they have degrees at home.
Kelka Christu
Greetings, you.
igama ndingubulelwa Suka,
I'm Bulelwa Suka.
member ye committee ka ward 15.
I'm Ward Committee member Ward 15.
Umdla wam ukwi clause 31
I'm in clause 31.
ngesizathu.
But the reason that
But xa ndifika pha ku clause ndifumana no black persons.
I look at the clause, I think persons.
Andaqiniseka ke whether umuntu ophansi
I'm not too sure if someone under the arrest
umuntu onesiduko
or anyone who has a name
ucaciswe la ndawo bangubani lokureferwa kuye apha.
is being referred to there.
Suggest for that. Again, 10% interest
6% interest.
and
I see 51% on.
I'm confused
I'm
because if, for example, involved, be called
if the two companies involved in this,
1090 and 5140. So I also suggest that the clarity to be understood. Umdla wami ukilozathu sokuba ngenene nyama asazi nix about yokule industry.
as people is concerning this industry.
Ukuxoxa kunzima ukusuggest
It really puts in our views because we are not really shut out.
and reason I suggest that when a condition ethetha BEE participation and umhlambi
I don't know if this is to be a partnership.
kodwa ke so also in the condition I would suggest that because of the knowing anything about this, the other partner I'm suggesting we should be catered for condition bill. Window dress
It must not be window dress.
kuyaskilwa the other partner meaning yonke lento sihlalela.
Make sure that you bring some partner so that we can active.
Ulisa
Greetings.
kubambini. Benike kuqala ndalost sendiyilentanga ngoba ngiqonda ba hey singena ndawo kanene kwento zebill zebhedle nanenansi ne phinda ndacinga into yoba ukutya kwethu kunyuke kanzima.
At first, I was lost as well because I am old. I know that our food is because of these
Okunye fukuthi ke into esenza sibe lost kakhulu thina apha isingxaki yoba endo sithetha ngazo sirhawuzo apha noba zikhona ipetrol sibe nengxaki okugqibela. Okay.
And that made me lost. In Eastern Cape, we don't have these things. Places where you can get petrol at Johannesburg or Gauteng.
Banjalo ka 96 apha eMalawi ayikho siye sizibuze ke intoba akekho nto inokwenzeka ngale kumane ethi xa sime kwezibhili sifuna umsebenzi umsakho kodwa zikhona avalwayo kwenzeka abantu balapha eEastern Cape kuzo zezinye izinto ke siqonda ba hey asiyaza kwibill kodwa ke siyanibulela isani iParliament.
Another thing is here, is that we don't know what the government is those places because we can see employment, but now they are close to the government to look.
Kwa Ward 41